Shalom. All right, Barbados and MasterCard to promote cashless transaction. All right, we've been telling y'all this is going to happen all around the world. All right. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to all you Archimedes pushing this truth in love and sincerity and in charity. This is the brother YASHAWAN coming back at you again with another update of cashless society. Okay, this time it's gonna be from the article Caribbean News Now. Okay, Barbados and MasterCard to promote cashless transaction. Okay, now this is a good article to read. Alright, but I'm not gonna read all of this. Okay, just gonna skip through. It's a Bridgetown, Barbados. Barbados Minister of Tourism and International Transport, Kerry Simmons, held talks on Wednesday, March 27. Okay, this was in March this year, with representatives of MasterCard to implement a pilot project. Just the same thing as the Bahamas, saying they call it a pilot project or a pilot program. The Bahamas is introducing their project Sand Dollar, which is the digital currency, which is the name of the digital currency, Sand Dollar, alright, which seek to empower roving tourism vendors by creating a critical link between the tourism industry and the financial sector. Okay, so now it reads right here. All right, right to say most visitors to Barbados prefer to use bank cards as opposed to cash, but numerous vendors still operate primarily on a cash only basis. Okay, so those same people who operate in cash and only don't want to receive credit cards and debit cards and all that stuff and paying through app, okay, they would not make no money because tourism would come in to these places. That's all they bring in is credit cards and debit cards and apps we could buy from using apps where they could pay through from. All right, so with that they would not make no money, and that would cause the country to go down in tourism, because most of these islands, or if not the whole Caribbean islands, depend on tourism. Okay, Simmons said it was important that all segments of the society were carried along on the journey of the development of the country. We cannot have a society in which people are being left behind. All right, so they themselves saying they want to go forward with this cashless society, or they don't want to be left behind. All right, they want to be up to date. Okay, and in the same way, there is a sense of confidence that small business in Barbados can be nurtured to stand on its own feet. We must spend some time to look at the one-man operation. It brings our vendors into the 21st century. Okay, so what he's trying to say is those people who only accept in cash, all right, they ain't gonna make no money. Okay, as the others who accept in credit cards and debit cards. Okay, I'm gonna read right here. All right. Simmons explained that the new payment system would allow a range of micro and small business operators, including coconut vendors, taxi operators, vendors selling paints to tourists, renting beach chairs, and operating water sport activities, and fish vendors to accept credit and debit cards. They are in danger of being excluded from the financial system by virtue of the fact that as we move towards a society that is increasingly cashless. You see that? So this thing is going forward, and this going forward fast. All right, like the brother Bashar say, we don't think that we have another 5 years here. And the way how things is going now, this thing is moving fast. The last video I did, they say they are moving on a speedy rate, okay, into being a cashless society. Okay, and this app is saying that we are, as we move towards a society that is increasingly cashless, and to some extent not as safe as to be used, not as safe as it used to be. then there must be an opportunity for people who are doing a legitimate commercial activity. Okay, so now I'm gonna read down. Okay, the it's right here. Simmons explained that following the swiping or tapping of the credit card, debit card against a small electronic device, vendors will be able to use a mobile app on their cell phone to generate a receipt that can be printed or emailed. Okay, so that's what they want, and that's what each of them want. Okay, and all this will be led to the RFID microchip. All right, whereas you just wave your hand and go. All right, so now let's say let's say select it. Let me. All right. Yeah, I forget this article here. This paragraph I would say. Okay, right here. All right. Simmons warned that visitors who preferred not to use cash would leave the island without spending on products and services, and this would leave vendors financially disenfranchised, and by extension, the country would lose a chance at the needed foreign exchange without the mobile phone payment system. Okay, so basically, what he's saying, for those who vendors who wanna still take cash, they will be hurting themselves and be hurting the country. Okay, so I'm gonna shoot right down here. Uh, to this paragraph right here. We are here to help the industries and the society. As you know, millennials travel with their phone and use their phones to pay now. So how do we make Barbados feel feel like home at Slack, to feel like home to them now? They usually come from cashless societies. So how do we provide the same experience to them there here? All right. So this is what they're saying, that these tourism, where they coming from? They coming from cashless societies. All right. They come from societies with just dealing with credit card and debit cards. So how are we gonna offer them the same experience? All right. If they don't, if they're not bringing cash. Okay. That's what they're saying. All right. The last paragraph says similar initiatives are being rolled out in the Bahamas and Jamaica. Okay, the pilot project in Barbados is to be rolled out by July, which is the same month, yeah, and the day is July 1st. Okay, following several public meetings with members of the vended community. All right, so hey, the whole world will eventually be cashless. Then RFID microchip will be implemented. All right, we all know the scripture here. Okay, Revelation 13 and 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and born, to receive a mark in the right hand or on their foreheads, and that no man may buy or sell save he that hath the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay, so guess what? If the societies or the whole world is going to be cashless first, then the RFID microchip will be made mandatory. Alright, so with that, I hope you was edified with this lesson. That's why I said the next time. Shalom.